2019 saw the start of W Series, an all-female single-seater racing championship designed to combat the lack of female drivers in the world of motorsport. The series featured 20 drivers competing across 6 European races, all vying to be crowned W Series champion and move a step closer towards their dream of becoming the first female driver to compete in Formula One.
It's time for women's motorsport.
It's going to be good fun.
It should be the battle of the best.
It's going to be huge.
I'm not interested in finishing second. I want to win.
I'm excited.
Welcome to W Series.
We will be making history.
The first race was held at Hockenheim, where Britain's Jamie Chadwick took the win.
Oh my God!
Megan Gilks T-bone down the inside.
She's taking it really well, yeah.
Jamie Chadwick wins the first W Series race.
Good car.
The next stop was Zolder in Belgium.
Oh, and she spun around Esme Hawkey.
Keep looking forward, don't look in your mirrors.
Car coming into, oh, they're going side by side. Weitske takes the win in Zolder.
Yeah, well done.
Pretty much perfect race.
But you went wide?
No,
Fabian Vaughan has a great start. A huge crash there. It's Alice Powell. Jamie Chadwick, the first double winner of W Series.
Yeah! Come on!
I'm all sweaty. Who wants a hug?
Thank you so much.
The drivers get their first taste of a street circuit. They are out in the Norris ring, and it's a good start from Garcia. It's a weekend to forget for Alice Powell. The young Spaniard Marta Garcia is going to take the win in W Series.
The penultimate race of the season was in Assen in the Netherlands.
It's a bad start for Emma Kymäläinen. Alice Powell has taken the lead. Makes a mistake though, she's gone off the circuit. Kymäläinen back in front. Emma Kymäläinen becomes the 4th different winner in W Series. The championship is going to go to Brands Hatch, who will be crowned W Series champion.
The final race of the season took place at England's historic Brands Hatch race circuit. With 2 wins, a 2nd place and 2 third places under her belt, Britain's Jamie Chadwick was within touching distance of the inaugural W Series title. TV presenter Lee Mackenzie was confident the 21-year-old could handle the pressure.
Jamie's a great character, and she is probably one of the most relaxed people that I have ever met. You know, she won at Hockenheim, didn't seem to remotely bother her. You know, she was then beaten at the next round by Weitske, another favourite, but then she came back again, and she just, it's like water off a duck's back. Even here, the fact that this championship finishes here at Brands Hatch, a track that she won on in F3 last year, and she loves this place. She loves everything about it. She even loves the rain.
The ultimate goal of the W Series isn't to create, a separate championship. It really is to springboard a female racing driver into the top levels of motorsport. So the opportunities that have come off the back of this year have been really fantastic, and it's made a big difference to my career. So definitely it's making that Formula One goal a little bit more realistic, and fingers crossed one day we can achieve that.
As a result of the success Jamie has enjoyed throughout the W Series Championship, in May 2019, she was named development driver for the Williams Formula One racing team. The role allows her to access the state-of-the-art facilities at the Williams Driver Development Academy and gain valuable hands-on experience of what it's like to compete at the highest level of motorsport. This move is yet another step towards realizing her dream of becoming the world's first female Formula One driver.
To get that role as a development driver is, a really, really big point in my career, one of the biggest, I would say. And I think ultimately to have it with Williams as well is another big moment for me, I guess, being British and having grown up watching them and their success in the sport. It's really exciting to be a part of the team officially, and it's more of a family than a team at the moment, and well, it is literally a family. So yeah, to actually join them and be a part of that is a great moment for me in my career.
As a development driver, Jamie is fully immersed in team activities, both trackside and in the factory. As well as being involved in a busy simulator program, she has also attended European races during the Formula One season and supported the team in gathering invaluable car data.
Williams have huge infrastructure, which I'm able to maximise and utilise. I get to sort of see how a Formula One team operates, which is quite different to obviously the level that I'm operating at the moment. I get to see everything that goes on behind the scenes, and I guess that immersion that I'm able to sort of involve myself with is something that makes a big difference when I go back to what I'm racing in, say, W Series, and things that I picked up on I can sort of take back with me and learn about what it's like to operate on this kind of level.
Jamie's time spent in the F1 simulator in particular has been a hugely important learning experience.
The simulator is something that I guess all F1 teams now are developing at a really fast rate. It's become a huge part of their development and what goes on track. And so the similarities between now their simulator and the real thing is actually quite similar. The amount of data and telemetry that they're collecting at this level is much greater than at the level I'm at. So to be able to utilise that at this stage in the simulator is really important, and like I said, just gets me operating on a much higher level.
Whilst the Williams F1 team is synonymous with history and heritage, it's also a team that prides itself on bringing female talent into a male-dominated industry. Frank Williams founded the team in 1977, but in 2013 he handed the reins over to his daughter Claire, the only female team principal working at the top level of motorsport.
Claire's obviously one of the most significant females in our sport, and I've always seen that, growing up, even from a very young age. I've had a huge amount of admiration for Claire. So, to finally actually have a working relationship with her and actually be able to, join her team is a huge moment for me. And you only have to sort of walk in this room to see some of the names, whether it's Senna, Mansell, all of the guys that have come through this team. So to see that almost puts sort of goosebumps on your arms, because it is, for any young driver, I think a complete dream.
Securing the backing of Williams has meant the 2019 season has been a huge success for Jamie. But could the British driver truly make it a year to remember by winning the inaugural W Series title?
Jamie Chadwick, your championship leader. 13 points is what separates her from Beitske Visser. She will slot into her grid position.
At Brands Hatch, Chadwick needed to finish on the podium to claim the W Series crown.
It's going to be really important to get a good start here for the final W Series, the finale. Here we go. The final race of the season. Can Jamie Chadwick become the first W Series winner ever? Lights go out and we're racing, and it's a great start from Jamie Chadwick. There is a staller there as well. Alice Powell's unable to see if she can get round into Panic House. She's trying to see if she can, but no, Jamie Chadwick has got the clean exit into the corner of the Druids, and Alice Powell's nowhere near. There is a staller on the grid, but let's stay with the action as Jamie Chadwick comes round Druids and is in the lead of the final ever W Series race of the season. Alice Powell is visibly closer as she pulls away. Actually, she's moving. She's looking to see if she can do it, and no! Jamie Chadwick takes it back and pushes her off the circuit. Oh, that is not what Jamie Chadwick needs. She needs to give it over. Surely Alice Powell is through, and the Kimmerlinen's coming through too. They need to not touch. Jamie Chadwick needs to finish on the podium. They come into the Graham Hill bend, and she's had to give it up. Alice Powell leads now. She's had a win, a second place, a win, and 2 third place so far. She makes a bit of a mistake there, actually. And
she's under pressure now.
And she's coming out the inside.
Oh, and she squeezes Visser off the track, sorry.
Defending hard, but Visser's going to get a nose through, and she's past Jamie Chadwick. watch Alice Powell then coming round the final time, fast kart curve, and it's going to be Alice Powell who takes the win in W Series. Emma Kimmerleinen is second. All eyes though now on Jamie Chadwick. She's going to cross the line. Here she is, our W Series champion. The home hero makes it stick, and she becomes the first ever W Series champion.
With victory and W Series secured, Jamie's eyes are now firmly focused on her dream of racing in Formula One.
I think for me, the ultimate goal is to be a world champion. If I can keep winning and getting the results I need to in the junior levels, then hopefully I can sort of warrant my place at the top level of motorsport and maybe one day become a world champion.